The workshop was introduced into Overwatch on April 24th, 2019 and has seen some downright incredible ideas brought to life. Some of the modes that have been created have managed to stretch Overwatch into becoming something entirely different while using the same foundation that everyone else plays on. The workshop itself is a simplified game scripting system that helps to expand upon the customization features that are already available in the game browser. The addition of the workshop ended up bringing a chunk of already existing creatives to the forefront of the game, while also introducing new players to the idea of game scripting and what it can do. I can imagine that some parts of the workshop's introduction ended up going much further than what the Overwatch team could imagine, with certain modes becoming staples within the community itself. From Paintball to Widowmaker Headshot lobbies, to more wacky ideas like a WarioWare-esque series of minigames and a Flappy Bird remake featuring Mercy, it's safe to say that the only limit that we actually have with the workshop is simply how far it allows us to go. Expanding on the idea of creativity for Overwatch 2 shouldn't be a hard task for some parts of the community, but the tools to achieve what they want might be. If we wanted to be completely hopeful of what we wanted to see in the future, a map editor would be the first thing that comes to mind. Well, at least for me personally. I imagine that it would take a great deal of effort in order to put the tools in the player's hands that allow them to change how a map looks directly, but the possibilities that it would open up would be incredible. Imagine being able to open up a new entrance for attackers past the first choke and icon world, or even doing something as extreme as changing the game mode on a map like Hanamura just to see how it could possibly function as something like an escort map. The Overwatch team could even end up learning something about the community perception of the game from how it ends up being changed by the hands of the players. Some members of the dev team are actually on record saying that the internal meta is usually completely different to what actually gets played by pro players and people playing on the live build of the game. So the same reaction could possibly be seen from giving players more power to change the bigger things that are around them in game. Moving away from the topic of creation, another thing that I would like to see would be certain workshop modes having some sort of community spotlight somewhere in the game that isn't hidden behind the game browser window and lumped into the popular tab. The community spotlight could maybe even be featured on the arcade menu, with something like a weekly rotation going through a set of player-made modes, like the minigames mode that I mentioned earlier, to something like one of the various parkour modes that have been created for heroes like Doomfist, Ana and Sigma, then finally rotating to a new mode that somebody ends up creating in Overwatch 2. This has been Adam from GGRecon, and I want to know in the comments below what things you'd like to see in the workshop for Overwatch 2 as well. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Overwatch 2 content in the future. Thanks for watching.